Namaste, my friends, and welcome back to the podcast. This week, we are going to do a meditation. Last month, I did one and the downloads were very high. So that is a signal to me that you really enjoyed that and might enjoy having more of them. So I thought, why don't we do a series where once a month I give you guys a meditation? It'll be a little bit different each month. So you'll learn different forms of meditation and you can save the episodes. I don't know if you realize that you can do that, but at least in Apple Podcasts, you can save episodes. So you can go back to the episodes, re-listen to the meditations, and create a little library for yourself of the different meditations that we'll be doing from month to month. If you would like to go even further than that, on my Substack, I have a little series that I'm running called Returning Home to Yourself. And in that series, I am giving you once a week a small practice. And this practice will be very short, very digestible. The idea behind this series is that you can return to the practice every day if you want to throughout the week, and that you can do them at home, you can do them at work, you can do them pretty much anywhere because they're going to be very simple and probably only about 5 minutes long. So you could do it on your lunch break. You could do it as a morning practice. You could do it as an evening practice. You could do it in the bathroom when your colleagues or your spouse or your kids are driving you crazy. You'll have lots of different ways that you can utilize the different practices that I'm going to be putting in that little program. So if that sounds good to you, then use the link in my show notes to sign up for my Substack and you will get that delivered to you once a week. Okay, so this week we are doing something called Heart-Brain Coherence. And this is a very well-studied meditation technique. If you want to learn more about it, you can go to the Heart Math Institute, where they've done a lot of research on this particular type of meditation. It's very, very simple. And I think often we tend to think that the more complicated something is, the better that it must be. But in reality, in my own personal experience, and I know as a teacher in my students' experiences, actually simple turns out to be more profound. When something is overly complicated, we have a hard time figuring it out, getting all the details right. We're worrying if we're messing something up or if we're forgetting something. But when something is very simple, we can just drop into it very easily. So that is what this heart-to-brain coherence is all about. And it involves just three pieces. One is slowing down our breath. So we're going to be taking an inhale for a count of 5 and an exhale for a count of 5. As always, if that is uncomfortable for you, please back it down. You never have to do exactly what I say. Everything that I tell you is a guideline. And I will count those breaths in the beginning, but then I will leave you to count your own breaths. And so maybe your counts will be a little bit faster or a little bit slower than my counts. Maybe you'll keep with the 5, or maybe you'll back down to 4. Either way, we just want to make sure that our inhales and our exhales are the same duration. So inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5, or inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 4, or whatever number works for you. So that's part one. We're slowing our breath down and we're making those inhales and exhales equal. The second part is that we are going to place our awareness, our attention, on our heart center or our heart chakra. And that's just located right in the center of the chest. This is considered to be in spirituality the seat of our intuition. It is the place that we should be leading from. And it's very powerful when we place our awareness there and we put focus on that spot of our body. So we will be placing our awareness on our heart center. We will be breathing slowly in and out with the same count. And then the last part will be that we will be thinking about something that we appreciate. And appreciation is a little bit different than gratitude. You can use gratitude. You really can use any positive emotion. You can use love. You can use compassion. Really, any positive emotion will do the trick. In this particular exercise, I'm using the word appreciation. And when we appreciate something, we tend to pay attention to the very small details of it. So, for example, let's say you appreciate a particularly cozy sweater and you appreciate it because it's really soft and it always makes you feel warm and you can pull your hands inside the sleeves and it just makes you feel very safe and very cradled and held. These are the little details that you appreciate about it. So I'll be asking you to call to mind something that you appreciate. You don't need to think about it right now. Once we get into the meditation, let whatever surfaces surface. We don't have to get too much up in our heads when we're doing these things. We just let the body speak. So let's begin. As always, make sure that you are in a safe space. You can be seated, you can be lying down, you can take whatever position in your body feels good for you. Just making sure that you are safe to go internal and close your eyes for the next few moments. Once you've found your spot, I invite you to close your eyes and just bring your awareness to your breath. Just noticing your inhales and your exhales. You don't have to change the pattern at this point. We're just getting in touch with our breath. Maybe we've had a busy day and we've been running around. We really just don't know what our breath has been doing. So let's just take a few moments in the beginning here to check in with our breath. Noticing if it's fast or slow, shallow or deep. Is it smooth or does it feel a little rough around the edges? Noticing where you feel your breath. Do you feel it at the nose as it enters and exits? Do you feel it in your chest? Or maybe all the way down into your belly? You may even feel it in your back. There's no right or wrong. It's just awareness, just noticing, checking in with the most important person in your life, which is you. And now that we've checked in a little bit, we'll start cultivating those slower, intentional breaths. So begin breathing in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continuing on your own, maybe slowing the count or making it faster. Finding your edge where you feel comfortable taking these long, deep breaths. And now just bring your awareness as you continue your counting to that heart center, the place in the middle of your chest. And feel into any sensations that may be present. You may want to place a hand over your heart, or some that compassionate self-touch helps them to tap into what's there. You may feel heaviness or lightness. maybe warmth, maybe pressure. It could feel spaciousness or movement, or maybe you feel nothing at all. And all of that is beautiful and perfect. All we're doing right now, once again, is checking in with ourselves, just seeing what's there. And now that we've noticed, we can continue keeping our awareness on that heart center, continuing to breathe deeply. And now I invite you to call to mind something that you appreciate. Just allow whatever wants to surface to come through. It could be small, like that cozy sweater I mentioned. It could be much bigger, like a person in your life who means a lot to you, or a pet. It could be simply the way that the sun lands on a table in your house or across your face on a beautiful day. Sensing into what you feel in that heart center when you bring to mind the thing that you appreciate. And over the next few minutes, I will hold space for you as you breathe and as you keep your awareness on your heart center, knowing that that feeling of appreciation may come and go, and that's okay. There is no need to force anything to stay. Just let it be what it is, and just keep breathing and keep paying attention to what's happening in your heart space. Know that I'm here, and I will call you back in a few minutes. beginning to release that count, allowing your breath to return to its normal pace. Bringing your awareness to different parts of the body. Maybe if you're seated, where the back of your thighs and your sits bones make contact with the seat. Maybe your feet on the floor or hands in your lap. Beginning to tap into sounds in the room around you, or maybe even distant sounds outside. If you feel called, you can start making small movements with the body, maybe wiggling fingers or toes, maybe rolling the neck from side to side. Before we open our eyes, let's take one cleansing breath. So that's inhaling through the nose as deep as you can and sighing it out through the mouth, just letting it all go. And when you feel ready, gently blinking the eyes open and just take a moment to be in stillness. You don't need to move right away. Maybe just visually taking in the room around you, feeling how your body feels after you've done this brief meditation. And I invite you to say something kind to yourself. You took the time to center and ground yourself, to find the peace that exists under all the chaos of life. And that is a gift. It is a gift to yourself, and it is a gift to every person that you will come in contact with today. So, as your yoga guide, I am saying to you, I am proud of you. Good job. And I hope you can say that to yourself as well. As always, I love hearing from you guys. So if you're enjoying these meditations and you have any questions about meditation, or you'd like to see a particular type of meditation in this series, please reach out to me with anything. My email address and my Substack account are listed in the show notes. Get in touch with me, and I would love to get to know you better. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Namaste.